Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's devotional. I'll be reading from the book Proverbs chapters 1 through 9. Okay, let's begin. These are the Proverbs of Solomon, David's son, king of Israel. Here are the Proverbs that will make you wise. They will help you to understand good messages even when they are difficult. They can help you understand life. They can teach you how to live a good, honest life. They can teach you how to be fair to everyone. They can cause a person to know nothing to become clever. And they teach young people who are people that they should know. And they teach them the right way of life, to live. The right way to live. These proverbs can even make wise people more wise. And to those who love to learn, they can give help to know more. In that way, they can understand the thoughts that wise men have hidden in their proverbs and in their words. You must be afraid of the Lord. Even before you begin to learn anything. People who are fools do not listen to wise words. They refuse to learn them. Listen, my son, to the words of your father. Do not forget what your mother taught you. A circle of leaves around your head and a chain around your neck make you more beautiful. In the same way, what your father and mother teach you will make you a better person. When bad men try to cause you to sin, my son, do not do it. They may say, "Come with us. We will find someone to kill. We will attack people who have done nothing wrong. Who have not done anything wrong. We will find them. We will make them live well, but they will be dead when we leave them. We will get a lot of valuable things, and we will fill our houses with them. Come join us. Our money will be your money, and your money will be our money. My son, do not go with people like that. Stay away from them. They can't wait to do something wrong. They will always be in a hurry to kill. The bird that you want to catch may be watching you. So do not show the bird how you will catch it. In the same way, these men want to kill other men, but in the end, they will die themselves. This is the end of everyone who will kill people to take things from them. That person will die himself as a result. Listen, someone wise is shouting in the streets. She is speaking loudly in the marketplaces. She speaks in the city. She shouts loudly at the gates and in places where people meet. Some people enjoy being silly. Some people enjoy laughing at those who want to learn. And fools refuse to listen to wise words. All of those people should stop doing those things. I will let you know my thoughts and how I feel. Listen when I tell you about danger. I shout to you and I ask you to come, but you refused to come. No one listened to what I was saying. You refused to listen to my wise words. I told you that you were wrong, that you did not listen, but you did not want to hear. So when you are in trouble, I will laugh at you. When you are afraid, I will laugh at you. You may be afraid as if you were in a storm. You are troubled. Your troubles may be dangerous, like a very strong wind. Pain and problems may happen to you. Then you will shout to me, but I will not answer. You will look for me everywhere, but you will not find me. I have never liked to hear wise words, and you always refuse to be afraid of the Lord. You have never wanted to listen to my wise words. I told you that you were wrong, but you thought my words were not important. So now other people will punish you, and everything you do will make life very difficult for you. Silly people and fools only love themselves. They will die. When they do not listen to wise words, but whomever listens to me will live safely. And so he will be really quiet. He will not be afraid of bad things that might happen to him. Chapter 2. Learn what I teach you, my son, and never forget what I ask you to do. Listen to my wise words and try to understand them. Yes, do not stop asking for wise words. Do not stop asking until you understand. Look for wise word. Look for wisdom as you would look for silver. Look for it as for value stones that someone has hidden under the ground. So you will know how to be afraid of the Lord. You will learn about God. As it is the Lord who says wise words. He helps us to understand the things that are too difficult for us. He helps us to know what we need to know. He helps good people to be wise, and he keeps honest people safe. He keeps people safe who are fair to other people, and he watches over those who obey him. Listen to me, so you will know what is right. You will know what are truth and fair words. You will know what you should do. You will become wise, and you will have pleasure in things that you understand. Your good thoughts and the good things, what you understand, will help you. You will be someone who is watching. There will be like someone who's watching over you to keep you safe, so you will not do the wrong thing. They will keep you from people who want to cause trouble. Those people are like people who leave the straight lines. They are like people who walk in dark ways. Those people enjoy doing wrong things. They enjoy doing bad things for no good reason. Those people will not do the right thing. They will always do very bad things. An adulteress may say nice things to you, but she will be trying to cause you to do the wrong thing. But you have listened to wise words. Your mind will be strong, and you will be safe from that woman. She leaves her husband, and she forgets the promises that she said to God at the time of her marriage. If you go to her house, you will travel the road to death. Her paths will lead to where dead people are. Nobody who visits her will return. he will never return to the road of life. So you must do as good people do, and you must live a good life. People who are good will live in the country. Perfect people will stay in it. But God will remove the bad people from this country, and he will pull sinners out like plants from the ground. Chapter 3. Do not forget what I teach you, my son. Always remember what I ask you to do. What I teach will give you a long and good life, and I will give you peace. Do not let love go, and always do right things. Keep them like valuable stones around your neck, and never forget them. If you do that, you will make God happy, and you will make people happy too. Always trust the Lord completely. Do not think your own wisdom is enough. Remember, the Lord is everything that you do. If you do, he will show you the right way to go. Do not think about yourself as wiser than you really are. Be afraid of the Lord and refuse to do wrong things. If you do, it will be like good medicine. It will be like medicine that makes your body well. It will be like something that makes your bones strong. Obey the Lord's rules with your money and offer him the best things from your farm. If you do, you will not have enough places to store everything from your farm, and you will have more wine than you can keep. My son, the Lord will sometimes punish you, and he will sometimes tell you that you have done wrong things. Do not be angry when he does, and when the Lord wants you to change something, obey him. A father may be happy that his son is doing good things, but he will tell him if his son has done something wrong. The Lord will do the same to people that he loves. Happy is someone who becomes wise, and happy is someone who finds out what to do. It is better than silver or the best gold. It is better to be wise than to have very valuable stones. Nothing that you want could be more of value. If you are wise, you will have a long life. You will have many, and people will call you a great person. When you are wise, your life will be really good, and you will always be safe. Wise people are happy. They will take hold of the good things of life. The Lord, who is wise, made all the earth, and by wise he put the sky where it is. The Lord, who is wise, created the rivers and the clouds to give rain to the earth. My son, remember my wise words. Do not lose your wisdom. Always be wise when you are choosing what to do. That will keep your soul alive, and your life will be good. You will walk and will not fall. Your feet will keep the path. You will not be afraid, and when you go to bed, you will sleep well. Bad things happen to bad men, but you will not have to be afraid about bad things that might surprise you. You will be able to trust the Lord. He will not let you fall into the hole that bad men have dug. You do not refuse to do good things. Do not refuse to do good things to those who need it. Always do good things to them when you can. Do not ask anyone to wait until tomorrow if you can help them today. Man who lives next to you trusts you. So do not think about doing bad things to them. Do not quarrel with other people for no good reason when they have never done anything wrong to you. You should not want people, you should not want to be like bad people. Do not do anything that they do. The Lord hates people who do bad things, but He shows His purposes to good people. The Lord will cause bad things to happen to the homes of bad people, but He does good things to the homes of good people. The Lord laughs at people who laugh at other people, but He is kind to people who have problems. Wise people will be called great, but silly people will not be called great. Chapter 4. Listen to what your father teaches you, my sons. If you listen, you will understand. The things that I am teaching you are good. So remember them. When I was a little boy, the one son of my parents, my father taught me. He said, "Remember what I say and never forget it. Obey my words, and if you do, you will live. Look for words that are wise. Look for wisdom. Do not forget my words, and do not turn your ear away from them. If you obey my words, they will keep you from trouble. If you love them, they will keep you safe." To learn these wise words is the most important thing that you can do. Whatever else you can get wisdom. If you love wise words, they will make you great. Remember that wise words are important. If you do, it will cause people to speak well about you. Everyone will speak well about you when they hear your wise words. Listen to me, my son, and accept my words. If you do, the years of your life will be many. I have taught you wise words, and I have taught you the right way to live. When you walk, your steps will be sure. And when you run, you will not fall. Always remember what you have learned. Do not forget it. The things that you have learned will give you life, so keep them well. Do not go where bad people go. Do not follow the ways of bad people. Do not do it. Keep away from every bad thing. Refuse it and go on your way. Bad people can't sleep unless they have done something wrong. They lie awake unless they have caused someone to fall. To do bad things is like food and drink to bad men. The road to good people travel along is like sunrise. It's great. It gets brighter and brighter until it is really day. The road of bad people is as dark as night. They fall, but they can't see what has caused them to fall. Listen to what I say, my son. Listen to my words. Never let my words leave you. Think about them and obey them. They will give life to anyone who understands them, and they will give you health to their whole body. Be careful what you think, how you think, and your thoughts will make a person who you are. Never say anything that is not true. Look straight in front of you and watch where you're going. You must decide to do things carefully, so whatever you do will be right. Keep away from bad people and walk on a straight path. Do not step off the right way. Chapter 5. My son, listen to my wise words, and listen to my words that cause you to know. If you do, you will always choose to do the right thing, and your words will show that you are wise. The lips of a wife of another man will be sweet as honey. Her kisses will be soft as oil. But in the end, she gives you something that is like a bitter food. It is like a very sharp sword, and you will be sad and angry. She will take you down to the world of dead people. The road that she walks is the road to death. She does not think about the way of life, but she walks away. She does not understand what is happening. So listen to me, my sons. Never forget what I am saying. Keep away from a woman like that. Do not even go near the door of her house. If you do, other people will not speak well about you. You will die young because a cruel person will kill you. Strangers will take all your money. What have you worked for will go to a stranger's house. Near the end of your life, you will shout out because your body will be so sick and weak. You will say, I certainly should have learned. People told me that I was doing wrong things, but I thought that it was not important. I did not listen to my teachers. I did not want to do what they said. In front of all the people, I lost importance that they once gave me. Enjoy love with your own wife. If you have children by other women, they will not help you. Your children should grow up to help you. They should not grow up to help strangers. So be happy with your wife. You married her when you were young. Enjoy the woman that you marry. She is pretty and she is nice to watch as a young animal. Let her body keep you happy at all times. Always enjoy her love. You should not give your love to another woman, my son. You should not go to another man's wife. The Lord sees everything you do. He watches you wherever you go. The bad things that a bad person does cover him like a net. And his own sin is like ropes that tie him. He will not let anyone tell him that he's wrong, so he will die. He will be like a fool who goes the wrong way. Chapter 6. You may have promised to pay the debts of a friend or of a stranger. You may have let man use your words and promises for his own purposes. So now you are in the power of that man. Hurry to him and ask him quietly to make you free from promise. Do not let yourself sleep or even stop to rest. Like a bird or a wild animal that runs from the hunter, make yourself free. Lazy people should learn a lesson from the way the ants live. They have no leader or ruler, but they prepare their food during the summer that they get in the time of harvest to prepare for the winter. You lie in bed too long, you lazy man. It seems that you will never get out of bed. I will only have a short sleep, he says. I will stop work and I will rest for a short time. But while you sleep, you will lose all your things. It is as if someone robs you. Bad people go about and they will tell everyone false things. They send messages with their eyes, their feet, and their fingers. They want to believe what you what is false. They think about how to say what is not true. They decide to do bad things all the time. They cause quarrels everywhere. Because of this, very bad trouble will happen to them. They will happen quickly, and they will not be able to make things better. There are 6 things the Lord does not like. There are 7 things that He hates. A person who thinks that he is great, a mouth that speaks false things, hands that kill people that have done wrong, a mind that decides to do what is wrong, feet that hurry to do bad things, a person who gives false reports of what he has seen, someone who causes trouble among friends. Obey your father's rules, my son, and never forget what your mother taught you. Do not forget their words. Think about them often. When you walk, they will lead. When you sleep, they will keep you safe. When you wake up, they will speak to you. Their rules and what they might teach you are like light. They told you when you did wrong things, and they showed you how to live. They can keep you away from the bad women. An adulteress will say nice things to you, but she wants to cause you to do wrong things. Do not want these beautiful women, and do not let them cause you to do wrong things. An adulteress makes a man poor. He can only buy a loaf of bread. She will rob you of your life. You can't carry fire next to your body and not burn your clothes. A man can't walk over a fire and not burn his feet. It is like when a man sleeps with another man's wife. Punishment will happen to whoever touches her. Someone may rob to get food when he's hungry, so people do not think he is bad. But if someone catches him, he must pay back more. He must pay back 7 things for each thing that he took. He must give up everything that he is in his house. But an adulterer does not know anything. He destroys himself. Men will hit him. They will no longer think that he's a good man. They will never forget his shame. The husband will have bad thoughts about the adulterer, and he will be angry with him. He will punish the adulterer very much. He will not accept any money or refuse any amount of gifts. Chapter 7. Remember what I say, my son. Never forget my rules. If you obey my rules, you will live. Keep my words as you keep your eyes safe. Remember my words. Think about them all the time. Love wise words in the same way as you love your sister. Love wisdom in the same way you love your special friend. Wisdom will keep you away from the bad wives of other men. They will keep you away from the adulteress. She says nice things, but they could cause you to sin. Once I was looking out of my window of my house. I saw a group of young men who did not know very much. Among them was a boy who was not wise. He was walking along the street near the house of a certain woman. He passed her house. It was in the evening after it was dark. Then she met him. Her clothes were like those of an adulteress wears. She knew what she wanted to do. She was a bad woman. She never did what she should do. Her feet never stayed at her home. Sometimes she stood in the streets, and sometimes she stood in the marketplace. She waited at the corners of the streets. She puts her arms around the man, and she kissed him. She looks into his eyes. I have meat from the sacrifices I made today. Today I give what I promised to God. So I came out here to meet you. I was looking for you. I have found you. I have covered my bed with clothes of Egypt, and the color of it and the smell of it are beautiful. Come, let me lie all night in your arms, and we can enjoy ourselves with love all night long. My husband is not here. He has gone away on a long journey. He took plenty of money with him, and he will not be back for 2 weeks. She tried to cause the man to sin with her many words of love. She said very nice things to him, so he did everything she wanted. And immediately he followed her like an ox that men kill for food. He was like a fool that people tied with chains to punish him. Then they kill that man with sharp sticks. He was like a bird that hurries into a net. He did not know that this could be the end of his life. So, my sons, listen to me. Listen to what I say. Do not love that kind of woman. Do not go after her. She causes death of many men. They are too many to count. If you go to her house, you are on the path of the world of dead people. It is a quick way to die. Chapter 8. Listen, you should be able to hear the wise words. Wisdom is like a woman who is causing people to hear. You will hear these words high on the hills along the way. You will hear these words where the paths meet. Next to the gates that go into the city, you will hear these words. Someone will be shouting them along the doors where you go. I shout all of you to everyone on earth. You who do not have wisdom, be wise. You who are fools, learn to understand. Listen to my very good words. All that I tell you is right. That I say is true. I hate words that are not true. Everything that I say is true. None of my words are false. They do not turn people on the wrong path. Wise words are clear to people who understand. Wise words are easy to understand for people who want to learn. Choose my wise words rather than silver. Choose to learn rather than the best gold. Wisdom is more valuable than valuable stones. Nothing that you want can equal to that. I, wisdom, am like a woman who lives with careful people. She knows many important things. She knows when to speak. Those who are afraid of the Lord hate wrong things. Some people think that they are great. They think of themselves that are better than they really are. They say false things. I do not like people like those people. I tell people to do the right things. I'm wise and I'm strong. I help kings to rule, and I help rulers to make their rules. I help rulers to rule. I help officers who work for the king. I help all the fair judges in the world to do their work. I love those who love me. Whoever looks for me will find me. I will make people rich and great. I will help people not to waste their money. I will help them to do the right things. What do you get from me is better than gold. It is even better than the best gold. It is better than the best silver. I'll walk the way that is good. I will follow the paths that are fair. I will make those people rich who love me. I will fill their house with valuable things. A long time ago, the Lord had me. He had me before He created anything. The Lord chose me in the beginning, before the words began. I appeared before He created the seas. I appeared when there was no water on earth. I appeared before He created the mountains. I appeared before He created the hills. I was with Him before He created the earth and its fields, or even the ground. I was there when He created the sky. I was there when He made the sky separate from the sea. I was there when He put the clouds in the skies. I was there when He opened the streams of water into the sea. He said how high the waters of the sea should rise. They must not rise any higher than what He said. I was there when He created the earth. I was next to Him and I was help to Him. I was a help to Him every day. I gave Him pleasure always. I was happy to be with Him. I was happy in His world and all the people He gave me pleasure. So my sons, listen to me. Do as I say. If you do, you will be happy. Listen to your teacher. If you are wise, you will not forget his words. Happy is the man who listens to me. He watches every day at the gates and he waits at my door. Those who find me find life. The Lord will enjoy them. Those who do not obey me hurt themselves. Everybody who does not like me loves death. Chapter 9. Wisdom is the name of the woman who has built her house, and she has made it beautiful. She has prepared her meat, and she has mixed her wine. Also she has made her table ready. She has sent her servants to shout out from the highest places in town. Come in, you people who are not wise yet. Come in, and you who are fools. Come, eat my food, drink the wine that I have mixed. Leave the ways of fools, and if you do, you will continue to live. Do what wise people do. Some people think that they are great. You may tell them that they should not say bad words. They will say bad things about you. Do not tell a bad man that he is wrong. If you do, he will attack you. Do not tell these people what they do wrong. If you do, they will hate you. You can tell a wise man that he is wrong. If you do, he will love you. Anything that you say to a wise man will cause them to be more wise. Good men will learn whatever you tell them. To be afraid of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You know that the Holy God will always be. You will always be wise. Wisdom will give you more days and even more years of life. If you are wise, you will receive good things. But you may think that wise words are not important. If you do, bad things will happen to you. Some women are not wise. They make a lot of noise. They do not know anything. They are like a woman who is not ashamed. That kind of woman sits at the door of her house, or she may have a seat in the highest part of the city. She shouts out to people when they pass by. She shouts to those who want to go straight on their way. Anyone who's silly should come here, she says. She says to any man who has no wisdom, water that someone does not get on a seat seems to drink. Food that someone eats secretly seems better to eat, but he does not know that dead people are there. Visitors are down deep where dead people go. Alright, that is it for today's devotional. I hope you learned something from that lesson. I will be back tomorrow. And I hope you have a good day. Thank you.